Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream.
Hello, and welcome to The American Dream. I'm your host and luxury real estate expert, Lauren Gagne. And today, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite spots right here in Alexandria, Virginia. But first, we're gonna stop off for a bite for lunch at Matt and Tony's All-Day Kitchen and Bar. And then we're gonna stop in and see one of my favorite residences here who's done some very phenomenal upgrades in her home right here in Potomac Yard. Come on, let's go take a look. I'm here with Matt, the owner of Matt and Tony's. So Matt, I know this place has quite a story behind it. Can you tell us a little bit more about how this place came to be?
Yeah, so my great-grandfather is Tony, so Tony Shabbos, and he was a very accomplished Austrian pastry chef. And so he had worked on the German cruise ship, and when he was 19 years old, he finally said, I'm going to jump off the ship and come into the States. So that's how he started in America.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what Matt and Tony's is known for?
Yeah, so we're all-day brunch spot. So we focus on our signature Bloody Marys. We do cornflake crusted French toast. We do chicken and waffles, shrimp and grits. So that was kind of the focus of what we wanted to do with our all-scratch kitchen. So it's completely scratch, and we outside of that, it's about warm hospitality.
Matt, thanks so much for having us for lunch today. It was absolutely delicious.
You're welcome.
So if you're looking for a really great place to eat with some amazing food, you really have to come out to Matt and Tony's here in Del Rey. Now that we've seen some really great examples of why so many people love this area, let's go meet with one of the residents here who's done some truly phenomenal upgrades to her home right here in Potomac Yard. Come on, let's go. We're here with the homeowner Nisha in one of the most unique homes I have seen in Potomac Yard. Nisha, first of all, thank you so much for inviting us into your gorgeous home. I just had a quick question. What brought you here to Potomac Yard and to this community specifically?
Sure. Well, first, thank you, Lauren, for being here. It's an absolute pleasure. I think what really brought me to Potomac Yards is that it gives you city, but it also gives you neighborhood. And the cool part about it is that you get access to, you have DC, which is 12 minutes away to the wharf. You have the National Harbor, which is 10 or 12 minutes, give or take. You have Old Town Alexandria, which has so much character with like the cobblestone walkways, the water, the boats, the restaurants, and then you have Del Rey, and then you have Reagan Airport, like the DCA airport that's 5 minutes away. Then you have the metro station. And so I think what really brought me here, what stole my heart, was like the neighborhood feel, the greenery, the innovation that's going on here, the trails. It just really, it's the whole vibe.
Nisha, can you walk us through some of your favorite rooms in this house and kind of give us a little bit of an idea of what you did to elevate these spaces?
Sure. So I think the cool thing about this living space is that as you walk through, it doesn't look this big on the outside, but when you walk in, I wanted to create different entertainment spaces. So you'll see throughout the kitchen, we have the bar stools, and you have that entertainment space. And then as you walk towards the dining room table, that's another space, and then the rug kind of separates. Hey, Potomac Yards, it is that place. It is a lot of innovation going here from Amazon headquarters and also Virginia Tech. So this is the innovation and it's coming here. And I just love being a part of this innovation.
It's a really good energy, and
Yes,
there's a lot going on and a lot coming.
Yes,
Well,
the
thank
energy
you.
matters.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Selling Alexandria, Virginia. Can't wait to see you next time on the American Dream TV.
Welcome to this episode of American Dream TV. I'm Ginger Walker, your host, and today we're exploring all things Fredericksburg, Virginia. And how are we going to do that? We're going to take a ride by trolley and explore some really unique places that you can go visit. And where's our last stop going to be? It's going to be at the most expensive listing currently on the market in downtown Fredericksburg. Let's hop a ride. I'd love to introduce you to a friend of mine, Heidi Bass, who is the owner of Trolley Tours of Fredericksburg. Hello, Sunshine.
Hello.
All right, so you've owned this trolley for about a year now, but it's been in existence for how long?
We're coming up on 30 years. I've driven for 25 of those, and yes, I bought it.
Wow, that's amazing, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the types of tours that you offer?
We have a 75-minute downtown tour. It's a nice overview of Fredericksburg. We have wine tours, both public and private. People hire us because they like to go to the local breweries. We have a Christmas lights tour. We're going to have a Santa tour this year. And we want to develop some new tours, perhaps a hop on, hop off, as well as a tour focusing on the vibrant artist community in downtown.
I love that. Okay, so let's take a tour of 3 local hotspots that you like to show to people that are coming on the tour.
Okay.
So why don't we talk about something that is a little bit more on the historic side?
Well, George Washington grew up just across the river at Ferry Farm, and in later years, some of his family members lived in town, including his mom. So her house is open for tours, and the people who give the tour dress in colonial-style clothing.
I love that. So now let's see something that's on the outdoorsy side.
Down along the river. The Rappahannock River is right alongside the city. It's beautiful. People enjoy water sports, enjoy fishing, or just enjoy the beautiful scenery.
And I hear that there's a local celebrity that also hangs out down along the water.
Well, oftentimes there's a gaggle of Canada geese down along the river, and among them is one white goose, and that's Gary. Gary the goose.
Gary the goose, I love it. Okay, and then the third and final stop, let's talk about where people can go and eat or relax.
Well, one very popular eatery downtown is Sammy T's. It's been in business since the 80s. It has a wide variety of items on its menu. Nice vibe inside and a beautiful mural on the outside.
I love it. Why do you love downtown Fredericksburg?
There's so much to do. There's so much history. There's so many shops and restaurants and the galleries. People love to come downtown and explore, and I love to show them all the things that there are to do.
Heidi, thank you so much for sharing all that you know about downtown Fredericksburg. And why don't we take our last stop and go visit the most expensive listing in downtown Fredericksburg today. Welcome to 307 Amelia Street in downtown Fredericksburg, also known as the Smithsonian. This beautiful and historic home was built in 1834, and it was built by the Presbyterian Church. It originally was the home to young female orphans, and it then became a hospital during the Civil War time, as well as a home for boys who were attending Fredericksburg College. This home is over 9,300 square feet on just about a half-acre lot, and it is a 6-bedroom, 6.5-bathroom home. There's a lot of unique details that are original to the home and some additional unique features that were recently added. In 1917, the first family moved in to call it their home, and since then, to our knowledge, only 4 families have lived here. In the early 1990s was the first renovation, and it was the addition off the back of the house, which is now the primary kitchen. In 2009, the second major renovation happened, where the 3-story glass atrium was added and the lower level kitchen was renovated. There are a lot of very unique details to this home that are original, to include the wood floors that run throughout most of the house, the staircases, as well as the transoms over the front and back doors. Some of the unique details that were added after the home was built is an elevator that will take you from the ground floor up 3 levels. And in addition, we've also got the beautiful kitchen, a 3-car garage, and an additional apartment above the garage. Thanks for watching this episode of American Dream TV. I'm Ginger Walker, your host, and I was so happy to show you why I love downtown Fredericksburg.
Hi, welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Nancy Allard. We're here today at National Harbor, Maryland, where I will show you why living here is like vacationing where you live. National Harbor is dedicated to the spirit of discovery. So come on in, let's go discover together. So we're here at Vino at National Harbor, and we're with the owner, Shayna Taylor. She's the owner of Vino at National Harbor and Vino at Fells Point in Baltimore, Maryland. So, hello.
Well, thanks for having me.
I see you came ready.
I'm a wine fairy, and I have to give the look.
All right. So, you've been here almost a year. Why did you choose National Harbor?
Well, the funniest thing is that I originally didn't expect National Harbor. I had actually said anywhere except National Harbor.
Why would you say that?
Because I didn't know enough.
Oh, okay.
But now I live here, I play here, I work here, I own here, and I couldn't imagine it being anywhere else.
All right. So I understand we have a winter wonderland coming up.
Yay.
Tell me about it.
We're super excited. I mean, as it gets colder outside, our 1,000 square foot patio has to transition, has to transform. We have to make it so that people can still enjoy it. So think Hollywood Glam, Winter Wonderland, and we're gonna have igloos.
Okay. We're gonna be sitting in an igloo in our Hollywood Glam.
Bring your friends.
All right, bring your friends. Come on over. And the difference between your menu, your wine samplings versus elsewhere, why are we coming to Vino?
That is the best question. One of the things we really focus on is bringing different varietals, different expressions of common varietals, and then also introducing new regions that people have never heard of. So when you look at our menu, you won't see a lot of the usual suspects. It'll feel like a foreign language.
Oh, so come to Vino and learn a new language. All right, so we're here today at National Harbor. We're at Faith to Felicity, the Crystal Cafe. Come on in and let's take a look. We're going to be talking to the owner, Mrs. Toni Tomlin. So, Toni, tell us. We love Faith to Felicity, the Crystal Cafe at National Harbor. Mm-hmm. So tell us, why did you decide to choose this location?
Oh yes, because we've got a number of travelers that are coming through these doors or through this area a lot of people going to conferences or vacationing, and a lot of times people may not have anyone to talk to. Mm-hmm. And so we thought it would be great to have a little corner spot where people can get some inspiration and good vibes carry them through.
Good vibes only. You've been here for 2 years and you've been pretty successful here at National Harbor. So tell us, what do you have planned for 2024?
Yes, we have the release of our first line of affirmation pajamas. The first ones will say, I am enough.
I am enough. I say that every day. I am enough.
That's right. And then we also have an expo that we're going to have mental health professionals, panel discussions to talk about some of the challenges that we have and to help people improve their mindset.
Need that with what's going on in the world today. We do need that. So positive vibes, great mindset. Thank you very much, Toni.
Thank you. So this is a little token of our appreciation.
Oh, thank you so
This little citrine tree is about positive energy, of course, but also prosperity, abundance, and joy.
Thank you very much. Prosperity, abundance, and joy to me
That's
and
right.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Thanks to our guests, Toni Tomlin and Shayna Taylor. And thank you, our viewers, for coming on this journey with us as we explore the DMV destination sites and we explore more of National Harbor. I'm Nancy Allard. I'm your host of The American Dream. We'll see you next time.
I'm Jocelyn Voss.
And I'm Molly Branson-Warden.
And we're your hosts of American Dream TV, Petworth, Washington, D.C. We don't just work here, we live here.
And today we're gonna walk through some of our favorite places in Petworth. We're checking out restaurants, coffee shops, and a couple properties that Jocelyn and I have sold and are bringing onto the market. Jocelyn, we did not do this on purpose, I promise.
Come on, Mom.
Let's take a look at what we're seeing more and more of in Petworth.
It's us.
It is us, Jocelyn and Molly. This is a property that Jocelyn and I just sold, and it's not actually just a house. This is what we call a condo conversion, and we're seeing 2 units. We're seeing more and more of them throughout Petworth, and what it means is a developer takes a row home, which we see all over, and makes it into condos. The reason why they're doing that is DC has a bit of a housing crisis and we need more inventory. So this is a solution.
This property was sold through a platform called Final Offer. So if you sign up on Final Offer and scan this QR code, you would be aware in real time of everything going on with this property. When it gets an offer, you can sign up today and be in the know of what's going on in real estate in Petworth.
We're standing outside of one of my favorite places in all of Petworth. It's room 808.
A true hidden gem.
And we love it so much because this is where local comedians come to practice their bits, their stand-up acts. And because of its practice, it's free for the audience 4 times a week.
Welcome to Timber Pizza. I don't think there is one person in Washington, D.C. that does not know about this hotspot pizza shop. Molly, what's your favorite pizza here?
Definitely the Penelope. I love me some hot honey on my pizza.
I hear you, girl.
Welcome to Sherman Circle. This is where a lot of people would say is a heart of Petworth.
Events galore happen here. It's amazing for kids and families.
And also your dogs. Walk through any day of the week, pretty much any time, and you'll see a bunch of activity from neighbors and friends.
Now we're going to check out a house that's under construction in Petworth neighborhood, coming to market soon.
We are so excited about this project. It has been a long time coming, and it's currently under construction. There's a lot going on.
We're putting the finishing touches on it, and it's coming to market soon, and we can't wait to show it to you. Thank you for letting us show you around our favorite neighborhood, Petworth, Washington, D.C.
We hope to see you soon.
Oh.
Today, we're in Potomac, Maryland at the iconic Great Falls Park. Today, we're going to check out some of the sights, some of the sounds, and fun things to do at Great Falls. I'm your host, Kevin Grolig. This is American Dream TV. Let's go. So right now we are about 2 miles down from Great Falls. So many things to do down here, and I've been coming down here since I was a kid. You know, there's all sorts of things to do, from like kayaking, a lot of great biking, hiking, fishing. There's a ton of wildlife out here. Great place for bird watching. Every now and then you might get fortunate and see a bald eagle. This is actually one of the most awesome spots here at Great Falls. We're actually at the Great Falls Overlook, and there's a system of bridges that take you out over top of the river, over top of some of the rapid moving water and rocks. This is actually some of the best views you're gonna find here of all of Great Falls. So we're at the Billy Goat Trail here, which is a section, there's actually 3 sections, section A, B, and C. Altogether totals about 5 miles. Yeah, I would say the Billy Goat Trail is best suited for people that are at least in moderate athletic condition. Like, you definitely don't want walkers and canes up here or wheelchairs. My daughters actually told me about the Billy Goat Trail. They said, Dad, let's do the Billy Goat Trail. So we did the Billy Goat Trail. It was a nice summer day. I actually came down here wearing flip-flops, having no freaking clue what to expect here. And let me just tell you, if you ever come down here, do not wear flip-flops. Right now we're here at Great Falls, right near the Visitor Center, right along the C&O Canal. The canal was actually built in 1831, and it runs all the way from Cumberland, Maryland, all the way down to DC. And the purpose of the canal when it was built was mainly to transport coal from the Allegheny Mountains into Washington, DC. The canal actually runs parallel to the Potomac River, and in between the canal and the river is the towpath, where people are going to walk and jog and bike and things like that. All right, well, that's Great Falls. Now we're going to drive down the road a few miles to the neighboring town of Bethesda to go check out some new construction.
Kevin, great seeing you again. Welcome back. Well, hey, we're here at this new house.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you guys letting me come through today, and I'm sure everybody's super excited about the home. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it's a new construction property here in Bethesda, featuring 6 bedrooms, 6 full baths, 2 powder rooms, a multi-generational suite. There's a lot of nice memory points throughout the property.
I love it, but let me ask you this, what is your favorite part of the home?
Well, for me, I have to say we started doing this prep kitchen pantry type space, and certainly as we start to get homeowners and families through, they love it.
There's a couple of things that really stand out to me. First of all, it's how the light hits this home. It's a southern exposure, so the back of the house is drenched in sunlight all day long, and you have this amazing indoor-outdoor experience. So you have a porch right off the breakfast and kitchen area and the family room all like right out to the yard, which just makes it so fun. We have an amazing primary suite upstairs, which is just next level to die for. And we'll show you that as well. It's really fun upstairs. You have to see this amazing city room off the primary suite. It has a wine fridge or a beverage fridge, a sink. We set it up as an office. It's a really wonderful space.
All right, well, Mid-Atlantic Custom Homes are always known for our expansive bathrooms. So we have our expansive walk-in frameless shower enclosure here, and we have a floating seat, linear drain, some really nice champagne bronze finishes in the space as well.
Hey, Joe and Hans, thank you so much for letting me come through today.
Thanks for coming, Kevin.
Thank you very much, and thanks for coming for the tour.
Awesome, it was a great time, and you guys did an incredible job kind of showing it off.
Hello, and welcome to the American Dream. I'm your new host, Michael Musara, and I'm thrilled to be bringing this show to Washington, D.C. and get to share with you a little more about why I'm lucky to get to call this incredible city home. We're kicking off this series right here in Georgetown, one of D.C.'s most historic neighborhoods, let alone its oldest neighborhood. It was founded in 1751, which predates the formation of the United States itself. There's so much to love and learn about this incredible corner of the city, but one of my favorite aspects is this incredible culinary scene, definitely helping D.C. live up to its name as a gastronomical hub. We'll have the opportunity to meet with owner and investor of Kyojin, a brand new Japanese restaurant that just opened up that aims to be more than just a restaurant, but rather a whole vibe. But first, we'll start exactly where we are now, taking a stroll along the historic C&O Canal that runs about 185 miles upstream, with the first mile crossing directly through Georgetown. For years, this was used as a business enterprise through the 1800s and early 1900s, where canal boats would carry cargo and passengers, and canal boats would be pulled by mules that walked along this very towpath. Now, the canal is a National Historic Park that just recently reopened its doors to boat tours after a near decade-long revitalization project. But this is just the beginning of the modern access that we have into Georgetown's history. From Jackie Kennedy's former Georgetown residence that went under contract last week, Madeleine Albright's home of over 50 years that went under contract the week before that, homes where Thomas Jefferson and George Washington used to wine and dine in, It's all right here, and it's incredible to be able to walk through these homes, let alone be able to purchase and sell these homes. Today, this city is known for its unique relevance on the world stage. Its close proximity to national powers, its incredibly rich cultural diversity, and of course, its notoriety as a culinary capital. This neighborhood in particular is a must-see, or I guess in this case, a must-eat for all foodies, locals, and visitors. A recent addition to the long list of restaurants that have made its way into this city is located just above us here in Caddy's Alley in Georgetown's Design District. Let's go make our way up there. Now we're on our way to see a recent addition to DC's growing list of hottest new restaurants right here in Caddy's Alley in Georgetown's Design District. Let's go check it out. Well, Jeff, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us here today. How has your experience in the development arena influenced your experience as a top restaurateur here in DC?
I believe the experience being in construction for about the past 25 years has really helped us enhance the entire process for this restaurant. It's allowed us to build the restaurant much faster. It's allowed us to build the restaurant at about a 30% reduction in price.
Okay.
Two key things in a restaurant.
Speaking about the design of the space, what did you do? Were there any specific things that you implemented with regards to the design, certain elements that you use that leave a lasting impression on guests?
You know, we designed each of the corridors in this restaurant to be a little bit different. We have our main sushi bar when you walk in, murals in this area. You go to our next space, which will be our sake bar, our sake tasting room. And then the last two corridors where we have a DJ and we actually have the dining. So the overall experience of this restaurant is to come in and kind of leave your worries behind you. This restaurant is underground, so you don't have any windows, so it keeps you you kind of lose sense of what's going on.
You're involved with other projects. Are there any specific other restaurants that we should be on the lookout for that you're going to be involved with that you are allowed to share with us at this time?
That I can share with you. There's two more that this group is actually doing.
Okay.
Probably both will be in spring of 2024. Asian style. And then there's one that I'm partnering with another group that'll be in Falls Church City, which will be a beer garden of sorts with an outdoor area as well.
That'll be fun.
Yes.
Well, I'm excited to experience those as well on top of this. I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with us, and it was really a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me on this feature of Georgetown. My name is Michael Musara, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next episode of The American Dream.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream. So The American Dream is a show about lifestyles, culture, neighborhoods, but also real estate. We find the best real estate teams all across the country. That's all for today. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream.